The DNA test arrived the same morning my brother called me Dad. The word hit harder than any punch. I stood in the kitchen, envelope shaking in my hand, while my wife laughed in the living room, and my brother played with the child I had raised for 9 years. My child, or so I thought. The house smelled like coffee and betrayal. I tore the envelope open. Probability of paternity, 0%. For a moment, the world narrowed to a ringing silence. Every bedtime story, every scraped knee, every proud school photo replayed in my mind like scenes from a life that suddenly wasn't mine. My brother's laugh floated in from the other room. Too familiar, too comfortable. I looked at the paper again, hoping it would change. It didn't. I didn't confront them right away. Rage burns hottest when it's contained, and I needed it sharp. I needed it focused. Over the next week, I watched. I noticed how my wife avoided my eyes when my brother was around, how he stayed too late, how they shared looks they thought I didn't see. I checked phone records, messages, photos, years of lies stacked neatly behind passwords I'd never thought to question. The truth was uglier than the test. The affair had started before the wedding. The child, their child, was the result of something that had been festering in the dark for over a decade. I planned my revenge carefully. Not with fists or shouting. Those would be too easy, too temporary. I wanted something that would last. First, I visited a lawyer, then another. I gathered evidence, screenshots, timestamps, receipts. I documented everything, every lie, every stolen moment, until the truth was undeniable. Then, I set the stage. I invited both families over for a celebration. My wife thought it was an anniversary dinner. My brother thought it was a birthday surprise for the kid. They smiled, they laughed, they toasted to family. When everyone was seated, I stood up. "I have something to share," I said, my voice steady. "Something important." I handed copies of the DNA test around the table. The room went silent as people read. My wife's face drained of color. My brother froze, fork suspended midair. My mother whispered my name like a prayer. "I know about the affair," I continued. "I know when it started. I know whose child this really is." My brother stammered. My wife cried. Neither denied it. That was the moment I felt the balance shift. The aftermath was brutal, but precise. I filed for divorce the next morning. With the evidence I'd gathered, I kept the house, the savings, and my name clean. I cut financial ties completely. I stepped away from the child, not out of cruelty, but honesty. Love built on a lie is still love, but lies have consequences. My brother lost more than a marriage he never had the courage to claim. He lost his reputation, his job. Company policy didn't look kindly on affairs with a sibling spouse, and the trust of our family. No one invited him to holidays anymore. As for my wife, she moved back into her parents' house, the future she'd built collapsing under the